Hello, my fellow fasting foodie friend. It's Jackie, and today I'm bringing you my very quick results from my 4 weeks of doing a keto trial. I did drop almost 10 entire pounds, which is astonishing because I hadn't lost weight since December of last year through mid-October. I was within maybe a 1 to 3 pound weight loss. 153.6 is where I started my keto journey, and then at the very end I actually weighed 143.8, so it was 9.8 pound difference, and that is pretty astonishing to me. So to start my keto journey, I read this book, Simply Keto by Keto Karma. She actually has her own YouTube channel. I haven't watched any of her videos, but I found this in my library and I thought it was a wonderful book. I actually asked for it for Christmas because I will not be a keto-er, but I might incorporate low carb into my down days. I do down days once a week usually, and I'm going to be doing those again, and I think I'll probably do them low carb because I felt really good, and I definitely broke my weight plateau, so I see a benefit in it. Well, first of all, I recommend that. I have linked it below if you want to grab your own copy. Because I didn't track my protein or my fat and make sure that they were at certain levels, or my calories, I think I was doing what was considered a dirty or a lazy keto. I basically just tracked my net carbs. So my net carbs stayed at 20 net carbs or under. I did that every single day for 4 weeks. I did not go over a single time. In a future video, I'll be sharing with you what I ate every single day, like literally every single thing for 28 days. Carb Manager is a free app that I use to build my recipes, to scan the foods I was eating, and to track what I was doing. So maybe an avocado that they have in Carb Manager isn't the exact size of the avocado I had, so that could throw off my numbers a little bit. But I did the best that I could, and I'm not worried about the little nuances that aren't perfectly at 20 net carbs. I did the best I could with the tracking tools that I had. And as a newbie, obviously my knowledge isn't expansive, but I did hit the 20 net carbs using Carb Manager every day, and I was proud of myself for that. Very quickly, I started at 153.6 right here in this picture. And then by the end of keto, I was in this picture weighing 143.8. I actually don't see a 10 pound difference in my pictures. I am 5'10", so 10 pounds on me doesn't look the same as it does on other people. I do think that my rear is where I saw the biggest difference, and I went from fitting into size 6 Old Navy pants that I had worked my way into. They fit really nicely at the beginning of this journey. They're actually quite big on me now, so I can tell that I did lose quite a few inches in my lower area, which is where I needed to lose the weight. I did lose it in my chest as well, which I didn't need to lose the weight there, but I always lose the weight in my chest, always. I'm not meant to have boobs. So last December, I got to a low weight of 153, and ever since then, my weight hasn't really changed too much. Now my new low is about 150, and 153 was my high. So over the course of December 2020 to October 2021, my weight did go down a little bit, and I'm okay with that because it's a very healthy weight range for my height at 5'10". However, I was very curious after many comments telling me that using keto with intermittent fasting is like a magical combination. I wanted to see what it did for me, and it did indeed break my plateau. So I went from the high of being 153 to my new low being 143.8. And I'll be honest, I have no idea what my weight's gonna do once carbs are reintroduced into my diet. I have started eating them again, but I haven't weighed myself because I don't want it to be like a shocking new weight. I feel really good still. Adding carbs back into my diet, I did not feel sick. I didn't have any stomach issues. And I have never felt like carbs were a bad thing for me to eat. I don't feel bad when I eat carbs. But I didn't feel bad when I didn't eat them either. I definitely think it could be a tool for others to use if you're trying to break a weight plateau. I definitely felt like it was a sacrifice, but the food on keto is quite indulgent. Bacon, avocado, all the oils and butters and cream that you love, that you feel like, you know, if you're doing a Weight Watchers, do avoid. I like high fat foods, so it felt very delicious. I just didn't have all the variety, and I really did miss my carbs. So while I enjoyed the food that I ate, I definitely was looking forward to not being keto anymore. The research aspect for my channel is why I did it, and I feel like this short-term sacrifice is certainly worth the data that I gained by doing this trial. However, I also feel like I really broke the plateau, and I now see that it could really be a good tool to keep in my maintenance toolbox. And I also feel like if others are looking for a way to break a plateau, you know, you've been intermittent fasting for a long time. I've hit my 1.5 years pretty much, almost. If you are on this journey and you've hit a plateau like I did, it could be a tool that you use to break your plateau as well. Will my weight come back after I reintroduce carbs? I don't know. I feel like probably some of it will. However, I can't imagine I'm going to gain 10 pounds again while also sticking with at least an 18-hour eating window and also continuing to eat only 1 meal a day. So I will report back in the future. So if you're interested in seeing the rest of the data that I got from my 4-week keto challenge, make sure you subscribe and stay tuned, because every single Saturday for the next few weeks it's going to be a keto fasting video. And if you're watching this in the future, there will be a playlist linked right here. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao down and ciao.